Well, that was super loud and awkward. That was super loud and awkward. Yo, what's up, chat? What's up, motivators? How y'all doing? Are we all Gucci or what? Yo, are we all Gucci or what? Chat. All right. Let's see here. Let's go to this one. Bam. All right, there we go. Ish. I don't know why it always takes so long to kick over. For some reason, there we go. For some reason, it takes a long time to kick over in YouTube. It's weird. All right, here we are, chat. Yo, here we are. What's up, Miss Sam? How are you? How are you, ma'am? How are you? Are you having a good day? Are you all Gucci, ma'am? All right, are you all good? Everything content? Everybody happy? What is auto stop? I don't know what the fuck that is. All right, I think we're good. I'm definitely gonna have to figure out why it does this. Okay, it's super weird, chat. It's super weird that it won't kick over on the YouTube side unless I redo it. But all right, where we at? Yo, Dan the fucking man, how are you, sir? How are you? Mr. Matt Andrews, the boom, good evening, all. Yo, chat. For those of y'all that were there, did y'all like Miss Casey's little stream? Yo, she was so excited, y'all. I want y'all to know that, right? She was super excited. Super excited, y'all. Right? And she was super nervous as well. I mean, nervous, chat. That's that. Copy this, right? And let's go to Facebook and let everybody know we up over here, chat. Let everybody know we up over here. Yo, chat. Yo, Miss Casey loved it, right? She was so nervous, poor little thing. She was so nervous, chat. But it really helped once I changed the thing where you can where it picks up her voice a lot easier. Because it's set from mine, y'all, right? And you guys know how loud and obnoxious I am, right? Right, chat? Right? Where's the post button on this thing? This is weird. Bam. All right, create a post. Let's do mental health stream on YouTube. Right, meow. See y'all there. Is that right? Actually, I don't know if that's right. Let's go here. Hold on, chat. We getting all set up. Yo, we getting all set up. We getting all set up, motivators. All right. My channel. And this is this, right? Wait, why is it not? I think this is it. Copy. This. Maybe. Hopefully. And then let's post this. Posting, check, posting. Roger, posting. Roger, posting. Group. Do this. Post. And then we're going to go up over here again. And then one more time, and we'll be good, y'all. All right. So where are we at? Don't tell her this because cute is uncool, but she was so cute. Yo, she loved it, right? She loved it. She had a really good time. Yo, Richard, what's up, dude? What's up, Richard? What's up, Richard? What's up, Richard? How you doing, bro? All right, here we go, chat. All right, we're good. So Mental Health Friday, y'all. Mental Health Friday. How's everybody feeling? Is everybody having a good day or what? Is everybody having a good day or what? We all Gucci? Samantha makes me feel like I'm in trouble. Rip. Is everybody having a good day or what? Bam. All right, chat. We're gonna be yakking today. We got Mr. Matt Andrews. All right, Mr. Matt Andrews, Mud Show up in here. All right, up in here, up in here, up in here. All right, so how's it sound? Everything looking clear, chat. This wording that I have on top of here, I did this last second. It looks kind of sloppy to me, but huge shout out to Stream Elements or something, right? I think I might be able to change it if I do this. If I do this, maybe image. That change of world just looks sloppy, chat. It looks sloppy, right?
Hi.
Where did I have that?
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Tully Pip.
Do you remember the have you ever seen what is that movie with Robin Williams? Hello. What is that? Mrs. Doubtfire. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
Mrs.
love it.
Doubtfire
Oh, there we
was
go,
an
chat.
incredible-
There we go.
incredible movie.
Now,
He's a great
now we're looking
character as
good.
well, wasn't he, though? It's,
Now we're looking better,
and he,
chat.
You know, he really.
Now
did
we
suffer
looking
from
better. How
depression,
about it,
didn't he? I
y'all?
forgot about that.
Right.
That's
That's a lot better, yeah.
Yeah, he's come out with he had a lot of really good quotes as well, didn't he, about
That
sort of depression and
looks
mental health and
a
things.
lot better.
Yeah, one of them was I read this morning was it was people don't fake being depressed; they fake being happy.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, it's,
Okay, Chad, that looks a
yeah,
lot
I
less
like a lot of
sloppy.
his stuff.
And what the other one was?
It's
I
true
mean-
as well, isn't it? Sort of those sort of characters, sort of comedians and things like that.
Bam.
They've usually
All right, there we go, Chad.
um,
That's a little bit better.
kind of.
Yo, what's
use
up, y'all?
comedy
What's up?
as
Are y'all having a good
as
day or what?
mask as well, don't they?
I'm
to
getting a little
kind of
stressed
keep
out. I had to go to
going.
Houston
Some
today.
of the
Crazy ass driving.
funniest
Yo,
and
the
happiest
traffic is
people
just
can
miserable,
have
bro.
Sort of the biggest.
The traffic is
problems going on,
absolutely
really.
miserable.
Yeah, it does.
Put it that way,
So
so.
freaking under. It's just I don't understand.
Traffic
how
over in
that
Houston
works
is miserable,
sometimes.
bro. I feel you on
Sometimes
that
I
one,
get
dude. It
it.
stresses me out
I
every
don't get
time
it
I go
all the
there,
time,
bro.
But sometimes I'm
Right?
like, how does that even work?
It was great, but I got phone call.
It
Couldn't
is,
talk with her much.
it is a mess.
A big
It's
hello,
almost like
very
an
well done.
opposite. If
Yo,
you're
Matt,
happy,
I
then
appreciate
you don't
that, bro.
show. If
All
you're
right,
not
chat.
happy, you show.
Well, I hope y'all are having a beautiful,
show
badass
your
day,
best
right?
side. I
I
don't
hope
know.
everybody's happy,
I
content,
think it's
motivated.
sometimes.
Are
I
we?
think it's that.
Are we?
You know that thing about seeing
delete
other
that.
people happy
Remove.
as well, isn't it? Really, you know, if you can kind of make someone else
Yes.
sort of
Bam.
laugh.
All right, there we go, y'all.
You know, you're feeling like you're achieving something sort of yourself, even though you might feel sort of low. But seeing them happy and enjoying your time and what you're saying, you know, it is all kind of part of that mask, really. And
Yeah.
but it's so easy then for those people to kind of go off and,
There we go.
and think that you're fine and that you're okay.
All right.
And not
The island
know
is
sort
packed.
of
Is there a
what's
lot of
going
people
on
or what, dude?
behind the scenes.
There a lot of people?
Yeah,
Everybody's
totally
enjoying the beach now and shit, yeah? Everybody's enjoying the beach
Supposed
now?
to be
That's
great.
what I'm talking about.
Or CD.
What I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
So stupid. Like sometimes I just notice myself. I'm like, what did I say? I'm excited because it's Friday, Matt, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited that it's Friday. And I went
Mhm.
out and I took my kids outside for a walk. Brielle forgot
on, chat, we gotta make
about
sure
her
this is
phone.
ready.
Want to change the world?
She
sure
didn't really
that's ready,
forget about it.
right?
She wanted to take pictures of all the flowers. And she's like,
Okay.
"Oh my God, let's go the long
Bam.
way. This is so
Make sure
crazy."
that's ready,
now."
Chad. We gotta make sure we
went
have that.
outside for a walk, and it was one of those days that you wake up and you're just like,
Yo,
"Oh
Richard,
my
what'd you
God,
have to
it's
do
gonna
in
be a good
Houston, bro?
day."
What'd you have to do in
Mm.
Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've had you've spent a lot of time sort of going out.
Spring
a
break
bit more
bikini
this week,
season.
haven't you?
Oh,
Children.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. I've been.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
I've
talking
been
about, bro.
venturing out a little bit.
That's what
I
I'm
think I
talking about,
stepped
bro.
past my sidewalk
Yo, Richard,
today.
we on the
This
same
is
page,
great.
check?
Yeah, I mean,
Yo,
it
Richard,
was
we on the
like,
same page, check?
ooh. And then I saw my neighbor, and I'm like, "Hey, Charlie, you look a little different." He's like, "Mud, is that you?" It's like,
Mhm,
"Yeah,
Haircuts.
yeah."
All right, I think we're
He's
good,
like,
y'all.
"Oh
I think I
my
got everything
God."
organized.
Oh my God. I didn't think anybody lived here anymore.
I think I got it all organized, Chad. I think we're good.
I just want to live in your.
think we're good and
street. I think
motivated.
it'd be
Okay,
so
I
Good and
fun.
motivated right now.
Wait a minute, we got
Yeah.
raided? Oh no, we don't get raided.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Alex. Anyways,
Is that
All
Alex again?
yeah, Alex is saying we got raided and when we didn't really get
Good old
raided.
Alex. Eyeballs.
Hi,
Hello.
Chris. All right.
How you
Well,
doing,
okay,
Chris?
Chris, are you here? Are you
Yeah.
ready to rock and roll?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, bro. So, hey, it's Friday. I don't know about you guys. I feel bad if you guys are having bad weather. I know there's some places out there that are like expecting the worst weather. So
There's
for
lunch
those
time with the wife.
places, man, God bless you. Hope everything's
How's she doing,
good,
Richard?
and I hope everything works out. Stay safe. But as far as I'm concerned right now, it's so beautiful here. It's Friday. It's one of those vibes where you're just like, man, so goddamn beautiful outside. I just want to have fun. I want to hang out with my crew for a couple hours, and I want to see what's going on with you guys. So, everybody, get your scattered brains in here. Sam, get your scattered brains in here
right,
and
chat. I
focus
think
and have
that,
some fun, relax. We got Chris, we got Matt Andrews, you got Mud Shovel, and we have maybe a special guest, Discreet. Now, we were supposed to have McCreed. McCreed is getting hit with the stiff arm of the being sick, so she cannot be here. She did try her best, but she sounds awful. She's like, we're gonna talk about. Like, it's just like the poor McCreed. It's like, we're gonna talk about something that way. It's not ideal for her. She needs to get her rest.
Don't we all sound like that every week anyway?
Yo, Dan, how
Well,
you doing,
you're
bro?
right.
How you doing,
But
Dan?
now, actually, she sounds normal.
I want to
so
tell
we
y'all
have to
something,
come
man.
back.
Watching
Just come
Casey
back
do that
another
day, I think I was more
when she
nervous than she
sounded
was,
more,
but she did a fucking beautiful job. You know what I'm saying,
My
y'all?
favorite
Thank y'all
part
so
of the
much.
week
for showing the love.
was growth. I feel like I had a really challenging week with like learning my like new equipment and figuring out new ways to grow the stream. I always do that, and it was a lot of pressure on myself. I put a lot of pressure on myself this week for that. Best part of the week, obviously, besides today, best little part of the week is little things that happen. Maybe they're on accident or not, but when you see things pop up on your phone, or the weather outside, things like that are just like the best thing you can hope for, man. So my favorite part of the week is those little surprises that happen that you don't expect. The little things like that. My most repeated thought is, I don't feel like streaming. What's going on with me? Honest to God, I've had one of those creative blocks where I'm afraid that I don't like streaming anymore. But I've talked to a bunch of friends, and a lot of them say, hey, you just got to kind of go with it because there's no way you'll ever not like streaming. It's just like anything else. So with too much of anything, there comes a monotony. And I feel like even if you're in love with whatever you're doing, just don't forget that even if you're in love with it, you can get sick of it. So it's okay. But you will always go back because it's your passion. And I feel like I learned that this week. And so my most repeated thought for the week was, I got to keep myself together for my friends who don't understand who I am. I got to push myself for people to understand, that it's not always just streaming. It's like, whatever the case is. So with that said, I would like to do pass this on to my friend, either Chris or Matt, whoever jumps up for grabs first. I want to thank Chris's community for being here. I love you guys. And Discreet, my boy Matt, a really good friend of mine, Matt, in real life. He's here for feel free to jump in at any time, Matt. Always has something good to say. He's been a really good person in my corner. And so there we go. I'm going to push it on to you guys. Have fun. I really am excited to hear about you guys this week.
I had a beautiful week, man, with Casey being here. I spent a lot of time with her, getting all that stuff lined out. She streamed for the first time right before this and did a fucking amazing job. Amazing job.
Casey streamed?
Yeah, she streamed for like 2 hours.
I missed the Casey stream.
Yeah, she was
stream?
She played Call of Duty. She's destroying some bots.
Oh my God, Chris, I gotta see that.
Yeah,
bro.
she was destroying some bots, dude. She's a little badass, bro.
Yes.
But,
oh my God, that's so fucking amazing, Chris.
I mean, she had a lot more viewers and stuff than I hold in Call of Duty. I mean, shout out to her, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yo, congratulations, Casey. If you're listening, man, you're a fucking, you're badass.
She did great. No, that's cool.
Chris, yo, I'm so proud of her, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Is she
man.
confident? I can't wait to see what
she was nervous, dude. So nervous, like, and so on these mics they have like a noise gate and shit, so you have to talk at a certain volume to kick the mic on to understand that you're talking. Well, I had it set at mine, And I was like, baby, you gotta talk louder. You gotta talk louder. You gotta talk louder because it just sounds like
yeah.
mumbling. And I was like, well, wait a minute, dude. I could probably just go set the noise gate different. So I hopped on there real quick and set the noise gate down, and then you could actually start to hear her. But she
Yo,
started
Chris,
warming up. She started
kudos
warming up.
to you, bro. Kudos to you for giving her the confidence. Were you standing next to her the whole time? Or
Initially,
was she like,
initially
did she
I was.
want you to like eventually go away from her?
I'm sure she probably did. And then I just
Okay.
initially I was just standing right there. I was like, you gotta talk louder, you gotta talk louder, like breathing down her neck kind of, you know. And then I was like, fuck, dude. So I just backed off, and then I would just every once in a while say talk louder, and then I was like, well, why don't I just change the fucking noise gate, dude? You know what I'm saying? So I changed the noise gate on the mic, and then she was able to kick it on a lot easier with her softer voice. And then she started warming up. She started, I kept telling her, breathing down her neck too. I was like, chat is more important than the game. Chat is more important than the game. So she ended up reading chat a lot more. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so excited for you and her, bro. I think she's got to
that's
play.
really good.
Yeah.
I'm so proud,
Does she
you know.
play Call of Duty outside of the stream?
That was her second time ever playing, and she's doing keyboard and mouse too. So I was like, yeah, just listen. I'm like, you're gonna start off with bots, you know, because I mean, how many times have we played bots and it actually helps your gameplay?
I love
What
it.
better
Like,
way to practice?
We've sat, yeah. Chris, like we and you, we sat there for 2 hours, 3 hours, not talking to each other.
Yeah, just playing bots, dude. So she was over there fucking getting it. I mean, her aim's pretty good, not bad actually.
All right, okay.
We'll see where the road
let's
takes
be
us.
Casey Netzel Gaming.
There you go. There you go.
All right. Well, that's awesome, bro. It's good to hear, man. I'm super
Yeah, it's
excited
good.
for Casey.
Yo, me too.
It's
I
just so
appreciate that.
adorable. Like, you know, when your father shows your daughter, especially your daughter, something, you know, you want to hand down something. It really is did you see something in her, Chris, that you were like, she's got it.
Well,
She's got what I got.
she asked to
Like,
do it.
Did you? Yeah. Okay.
But the cool thing is the shirt that she was wearing. Like I let her pick out. You know, I was like, "What shirt do you want to wear?" She's like, the one she picked. It says, "I'm not weird." Then it says something underneath it, right? I'm unique or something like that, right? It's a really funny shirt.
That's awesome. Bless her. Chat says Chris. He says, "Bless her. She gave me a little shout out."
Yeah,
Little maniac. It was Dan It was Dan. So
yeah,
he says he's excited.
She said she was nervous
right.
as shit. Well, she didn't say shit because I'd probably be like, you can't say that, you know. But she said she was extremely nervous. But I was too on my first stream, and that's what I was telling like people. I was like, yo, if y'all want to see a funny thing, go look at my first stream. It was almost identical, you know.
Oh my god. It's excuse me. It's always the first stream. I think we need maybe do like a montage of all the first streams that we've, you know, all our friends and first.
Yeah, that'd be
streams.
funny as shit.
Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
All right.
Is your one in black and white, Mud?
Yo, Matt, what's up,
you know,
dude?
it's like with like
What's up, Matt? How you doing,
Charlie
bro?
Chaplin. It's like,
Hairs,
you know,
the
like
hairs
we're
stuck
like
on the
there's no
screen.
Matt,
sound. We're just
can't wait
like
to see
tap
y'all.
dancing across the
I
screen.
can't wait to see y'all tonight. All right, I can't wait, dude. I'm
What
excited.
about you, Mr.
Fucking
Matt?
love you guys.
You've all caught me off guard this evening because I'm quite organised and things normally, but I didn't realise that Chris and everyone's like an hour ahead. So it is actually still Friday here for a first because I'm normally
Okay.
talking to you when it's just turning Saturday. But yeah,
Wow.
no, I've had a good week really. There isn't anything that's really kind of stuck out. It's just
Yeah.
lots of good things. We're still obviously looking forward to being out of lockdown over here, and it looks like that's progressing in the right way. So everything's still on track apparently. A lot of people getting vaccines over
Hey,
here,
chat,
so I think that's helping.
Real quick,
the
y'all,
kids
this
are back
sounds
at
okay, right?
school. My little
Everything
lads
sounds
at
okay? You're not
nursery
hearing like
been
a
there
repeat,
all the
a double?
time.
No?
And it just
that?
starts, yeah, it just starts to feel a little bit more like the old normal that we used to have. So I just hope
Okay.
that carries on. Had some kind of successes with work this week where sort of just some sport that's been continuing. People that I work with have done well in that, so that's been good. Yeah, no, been good.
Good.
There was, yeah, no, so happy. Sort of My most repeated thought, I think, has been about Friday night again. Really,
Yeah.
just looking forward to speaking with you guys. So and getting together.
Perfect.
I love these
perfect.
Fridays, man.
Yeah,
I love them.
Me too.
And
In fact, go ahead, Matt. I want to add something after that, if you don't mind. Go for it.
I'm just realizing why discreet creep is called discreet creep, because he's kind of discreet and he's creeping.
Yo.
There- I knew it. I was like 3, 2, 1. Here comes the mic drop.
No way.
So okay, so I do love Fridays, and I'll tell you one thing that Fridays have done for me for this little mental health get together thing. So our subject is gaming this week and how it correlates and the pros and cons, if you may. Hold on, hey guys, I'm actually streaming right now, so if you guys want to do backflips, can you do them? Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Anyways, so the streaming thing on Friday really has actually. So let's just say you got something full of pressure. You can release some of that pressure knowing that Friday's coming along, and that you'll be able to kind of decompress a little bit. And that's what it does for me. So slowly, the pressure isn't always on every week. It's always like I have an outlet, and so I'm like, okay, well, Friday comes along. I don't have to worry about like underlying shit. I can just focus a little bit and be like, okay, I can take care of this stuff on Friday.
Matt
So
Henry.
that's what it's done for me as a
Matt
content
Henry.
creator, as a person too. So
That's good.
to get
I know-
things started off, go ahead.
I know.
I know you
you
want to say something?
Sorry,
Matt?
Mud. Yeah.
No,
just
no,
got
sorry.
some-
Matt
It's
Henry,
okay. I
where
talk a
are
lot.
you?
I talk over people. You guys, I'm serious. You guys, I totally get it. Go for it.
Nice. I just had a bit of a question, because I know
Yo,
in the past that
Kurt,
you've
dude, I appreciate that,
mentioned
bro.
about
I appreciate that, Kurt.
feeling a little bit anxious sometimes before hitting the button and starting streaming and things like that on occasions. Do you still?
I was
kind
so
of have that
proud,
on a
and I
Friday
appreciate y'all being
night
there
as
so
well, or is
much,
that
for
different?
real. That shit meant the world to me,
Yes,
y'all. I want y'all to know that.
do. It's always all the time because, I mean, I'll tell you what kind of goes on in my mind. If you guys don't, I mean, it's not gonna be a lot, but it's like when I hit live, I'm always thinking like, okay, well, is it gonna be a good stream? The thing with streaming to me is that every time before I go live, I feel like I'm gonna hit the lottery or something. Like it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that day, like where I meet a whole bunch of people and it's just like popping but it ends up being fun either way. But I'm saying like that day could be the day where you as a streamer, everything in your dreams and everything that you foresee is there. You know what I'm saying? So it's always
Yo,
it's
Josh,
always
dude, I
a thrill
appreciate
to
that,
hit
dude.
that button.
I
And
appreciate that.
I
She's
think
really a
that
fucking
and
beautiful,
any
a beautiful
streamer
young man
who
too.
tells
You know,
that they don't get
I'm super
a
proud of
little bit
her.
excited.
We
I
kind of
think
share a lot of the
sometimes
same,
nervousness,
personalities.
can be
right, for the
mistaken for
most part.
excitement. So
it's-
I get so
she gets really
excited,
nervous.
Yeah, that I
on those
don't-
little
I
things
get
too.
scared
You
to
know what I'm
push the
saying?
live button.
Right.
But once I do it, man,
But I'm
I
proud of. I'm
settle
proud as
right
fuck, dude.
in,
I'm proud
and
of
the
her.
element
Right.
takes over.
I'm proud of her.
No, it's understandable. There's something interesting you said about there as well, because a lot of time in the work that I do, our heads don't really know the difference between kind of being kind of anxious for something and excited for something. So even kind of
Good.
changing those little words around sort of can help people out a lot as well. So if you kind of feel that you're nervous about a situation or like streaming and things, if you can kind of flip that around and stop kind of that cycle and just kind of change that for I'm excited to stream or I'm excited to do whatever you're preparing to do, that can make a big difference to yourself, because our brains can't really kind of tell the difference between the two feelings.
Oh my God.
So so it's interesting you've said that.
Yeah.
Like I
Any thoughts on that, Discreet
oh my
or
God.
Chris? Chris is probably doing like.
I don't know. As far as like streaming shit goes, that I mean, I absolutely understand. how hitting that button could be hard, you know.
Mm.
You know, like even talking in here it's almost the same. It's like, do I want to hit that unmute button yet? But then Matt called me out, so I'm like, well, I better
You
say
said Matt
something,
called you out.
you know what I mean? But yeah, like, and then streaming, that's like a whole nother level. It's just like nonstop. You gotta, you kind of gotta be on it for like, hours at a time at points,
Yeah, potentially you're going
crazy.
live to the whole world, not just a little community. Even though your community sees you as, but you have the potential and high, very, very high potential of being seen by millions and thousands.
Oh yeah.
There's no restriction.
It-
So it's scary, dude. It's a little crazy.
It is scary, but it can also
Intimidating
be
for
a
sure.
fucking beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like,
It is.
I
It
just-
is.
I love it.
I think it, with what Chris is doing as well. Obviously, Chris had an amazing sort of stream during the week. I don't know whether everyone knows about that really.
Oh
but,
my god, dude, that was fucking. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, it was just
Damn.
amazing.
All right, I want to talk about my favorite part of the week. Chris tried to stream earlier this week. That shit was crazy. That was good.
Wait, what
Yeah.
happened?
Chris is streaming. Did
Oh,
you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh
I
my
don't know
God,
what
dude,
happened.
it
Can you
was-
tell me what happened?
Oh, shit.
Or is it too?
It's just indescribable, right? It's one of those
Oh.
moments in life where you just
Yeah.
I don't know, like how do you describe it?
I guess I don't know.
Just an
You know,
I
Matt-
would say just like an outpouring of love, dude.
I know,
I
dude.
guess I
Everybody,
can
the whole
understand.
community. It was so good.
That's essentially what it
That's
was,
so-
man. Like it just kicked off with just these fucking words, man, right? And it touched my heart, right? And I could barely make it through it. Like there were so many times I'm like making funny noises and shit. I'm like, oh god, you know what I'm
I
saying?
told Chris after. I'm like, good thing you had your cowboy hat on. He
I
had a
know,
little bit
dude.
lower than he does now.
Oh
And he's
my,
like looking down, but when he looked up, you saw his fucking eyes are red.
yeah,
You know, you
dude.
could tell he's,
Yo, I was saved by the
he had
cowboy
to
hat.
get up
That's
from
for
time
sure.
to time and play a little.
Yeah.
He was going to
It
watch.
I
was
mean,
like
I
a
can
mix-
only imagine. Is it kind of like that one time, Chris?
Yeah,
You know
it
what
was
the motivational video that was about.
it was pretty similar to that, but I would have to say that this one stole the show, man.
Oh
Mm.
wow. Okay. All right.
I
It's
mean,
like
it
a
was just,
Disney film, but with Chris in it.
Mud, you got to go back and just watch it. What was it?
I
Bro.
will. I will. I'll go back and watch it, man.
It was intense. It was beautiful, right? There's no other way to
Yeah.
describe it than just probably one of the most amazing experiences I've ever been through in my life.
Man, I'm happy for you, man. I wonder what if like you probably were going through. I wish I was there, man. I'm sorry I wasn't there.
No worries, dog. I think everybody was all fucking tearing up and shit, dude. It was it was
unexpected, it wasn't like something that you're just expecting to happen.
nope,
Mm.
Yeah.
definitely
it's
was
It's not,
not.
like it's not like he could like tell you to be there. Like, hey,
Yeah.
be here tonight. Shit's gonna go down. It just happened, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I got.
I mean, you never,
I've-
and that's what I'm talking about with that fucking going live, bro. You never know what's
Mm.
gonna happen.
Nope.
Like shit like
Mm.
that is what pushes you to go 100 more years. It's just like when you're having those moments and you're like, I mean, do I really want to stream today? It's like, yeah, I want to do it because this is what I'm, what's what all about. It's not about me
Mhm.
anymore. It's kind of like people are expecting me to be there, and it kind of pays off for both plays.
Fucking
It's
beautiful,
that,
man.
for me as well, it was the because a couple of people tagged me into it. So when I woke up, I actually saw it sort of the next morning, which was a shame. But
Yo, I agree,
cause,
Josh.
Because you kind of
Yo,
want
me
to
too,
be
Miss
there
Sam,
when
me
it's
too,
live, really.
right.
But it was still kind
It
of
was just
emotional to watch
man,
it
dude,
kind of the next day. But when you've got
beautiful,
to
beautiful
know
experience,
people
right?
and you kind of we've never met in person, but doing these Friday nights and the conversations that we have in between and things like that, I certainly regard you all as really good friends and things, and to see someone else kind of get that joy and those people kind of do what they done in that moment for Chris, it just made my day to kind of see that happen, really, because when you care about other people, it's seeing those people get kind of well, well deserved kind of treats and looked after and being blessed, really, isn't it? That just can pick you up as well. So no, it's brilliant to see.
Yo, everybody's kind words, man. It was just
yeah,
and it's indescribable. But I see what you're saying, Mud. Like similar to that one, right? But I think this one was like the show stealer. You know what I'm saying?
I think we're gonna need another video, bro.
Oh my god,
dude! I think I need to start working on that for you.
It was intense, dude.
All right, brother. Intense. I can't. Well, and if anybody deserves it, it's Chris and his family over there at Chris Netzel Gaming. I remember Chris. When you were like, "I'm gonna change the world," and we're gonna have these private conversations before you guys even knew. He was telling me about this shit. And I feel special because he told me about this, but I was so like, grateful, dude. Yeah, so do I. I want to change the world too. Big deal. Like, but okay, he's doing it. Like, there we go. There is a sand. There's a line between the sand. Like, I felt like he was gonna be a good streamer, but I didn't really think he was gonna be changing the world like this. And I'm like, all right, I'm on board with this too, bro. Yeah, let's go. So it only takes one person to put break that barrier, because people want to change the world and they want to talk shit, frankly. And so there are people out there that are doing their streams and focusing on what kind of person they are. And my persona, and some personas aren't always like Chris's. Chris is 100% there. I'm 100% there, but not in my stream. But now that Chris has came along, I realized that this thing is hitting home with people, and so so implementing it is just like, it has made me a better person, because like, holy shit, you guys really do feel this way. I really thought people just wanted to be entertained,
right?
But people really just, they want to feel like there's like a hero out there, man. And so it's what Chris's message has done for people, for me as a streamer, is like, I want to be part of that. You know what I'm saying? That's such a good thing to be a part of. Yeah. Well, whatever it is, it's even a coattail. But like I told Chris a long time ago, was like, this is kind of who I wanted to be as a person and a streamer. I wanted to change the world, but I couldn't do it this way. I was doing it this way. So it really means a lot, because changing the world doesn't always mean you have to be extremely 100%. You can do your thing and still be a part of his message of changing the world, because if you have an impact on somebody and you have power, okay, so what you do with that power is up to you. And so to make people laugh like we do as streamers and friends and family, we can send a message right after that, after we capture their ears. And it's Mental Health Friday. It's Chris Netzel Gaming. It's episodes like how he had and the impact he's had and the friends around us. And it just really delve into just beyond comedy. And I've never told Chris and shit this before, but like, this is why I think of it. And it taps into so much. So, Chris, thanks, man, for really going forward with this whole thing, man. I swear to God.
I appreciate that, and I'll tell you this, dude, we all have our own ways of contributing, and that's just as long as we're all like-minded individuals, like people actually, this is the best part about, the most rewarding part about streaming that I've experienced, is that a lot of people feel this way. A lot of people desire to make a difference. And I've realized that a lot of people who are positive are more quiet than the people who are negative. But yet they dominate the group as a whole, right? And what I mean by that is that there are a lot more positive people out there than there are negative. It's just that I feel like the positive people are more like, keep their head down and then go on about their business, and just do the right thing even when nobody's looking, right? And that's
integrity, bro.
That's one of the greatest traits to have, if you ask me, and I'm done, dude. I'm done with nobody. Like, everybody just keeps their head down and does their thing, and it's a beautiful thing that's happening, but nobody points the spotlight at it. So that's kind of what I wanted the purpose to be, and it's turning out to be that way because of all the like-minded individuals. Everybody's on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Like, every once in a while you get your trolls or whatever, that talk a little shit. But I mean, to a certain extent.
I think that
You
brings
know.
contrast, though, Chris.
Right.
I think that helps you more than anything.
It does because if think about it.
Because it reminds people how shitty people are.
That's right.
And it reminds them how much a community, because your community, if your community is like my community, as soon as that person comes in, I know I've been there before, Chris, when somebody's come in and trolled. It's before I can even start messaging them. It's like throwing a piece of meat at 100
Yeah.
rabid hungry dogs. Like, and it's like positivity can be so powerful that it can be like a beast against negativity. Like,
It just reminds you of the shitty world that you're trying to change.
yeah,
Like that's what we're trying to change right there. That motherfucker.
And also too, if you ain't doing something right, you know, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right?
I like it when you when you see someone being negative like that, and it's like someone sticking a foot in a pool of piranhas, isn't it? Really? But
It is.
But I like it when when people don't kind of reply in kind. So if they've kind of come in and kind of been abusive and name calling and things like that and stuff, it's the people and the response where it's still positive and it's still really friendly. It's like, please don't do that in this room.
Right.
and stuff. I really like to see that because I'm a big believer of two wrongs don't make a right, really. And if you can show that person that your negativity isn't going to work in here, we're going to kind of treat you still with a bit of respect and kind words. We might wish you kind of a happy day and push you out the door still, but it's yeah, it's that's a bigger sign to me that it just doesn't work, is it? It's when that positivity kind of holds firm as like a wall and doesn't kind of let them in, and they still get shown the door anyway. So, yeah.
Chris, okay. So I think that I really admire the way that Chris handles people coming into the stream, because I've actually done it on a couple occasions before I met Chris, and when I saw Chris do it, I thought to myself, "Holy shit, this guy's the real deal." Because when people come into the stream and they want to bitch and or whatever it is that their motive is, I've had somebody say a bunch of really foul words and said, "Please ban me." And I said, I said the first thing I thought to myself is, this is really like shining, like so transparent right now, like he really needs attention. But let me just try a different approach. And my approach was, which is what Chris would have done, is is everything okay? Is there something is there any help that you need? What can I do to help you, man? Are you having a bad day? And at first, you can see the walls breaking down a little bit. You could be like, "No, you're an idiot. I kind of like you, but you're fucking. I don't like this stream." You could see it now. So you dig a little bit more, and then the greatest thing you could do is if you can flip that into a positive, and that person becomes a part of your community. It's no better feeling than that, man.
Now they're following you, sharing your streams.
They're following you, and they're messaging you, and they're like super positive. They might not be positive everywhere, but they're reflecting in their, off of your leadership. So it's something that to keep in mind.
I think it all depends. I mean, we all get that vibe. I mean, you can kind of fill people out. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether they're there and they're open-minded. I mean, sometimes look, dude, when you can blatantly tell that somebody's just there no matter what, right? Just to be a douche, right? Let Chad have a little fun for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Right? Let him have a little fun for a minute. You know what I mean? There ain't nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Most of all, like you can kind of tell, dude, if they throw shots fired at me, I don't really care. Like we can sit there and we can kind of go back and forth, and I'll see if I can help out, because sometimes people are just doing it because they hurt, And but if they start calling people in chat names, like that's it, game over, right?
Yep. Shut them down, bro. And some people, that person's probably only going to be positive in that stream. They might go and troll somebody else. That's a whole new ball game, you know what I'm saying? But coming into the stream for somebody to be able to understand somebody like that, it's such a shocker for people. People are expecting like, hey, you can't do that, or you need to calm down. They live off that negative energy. But when you hit them in the gut with that, hey man, are you okay? And what can I do to help you? I mean, like, I don't want this in my stream, so
Yeah, they
you're more than
definitely.
welcome to stay. But like, just tell me what's wrong. Could you please? Because otherwise, obviously we can't have that behavior here because I'll get shut down, and it just doesn't work for anybody. You just start spitting logic at these fools, and they're like, oh. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, you okay? Yeah, I'm good. I just I need some attention, And one of my big things is I need attention. I have a fucking sticker for it. If you need attention, I'll give it to you. Just don't have a bad day, right, Chris?
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Not here. This is here. We are here to entertain, and it's really cool that streamers can recognize that people are reaching out in different ways, which those people are more like the people that are good parents and who understand people a lot more and feel a lot deeper than most people.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me as well, I think it's a shame when someone comes into.
Dad, I
like, a
can't
chat
find my fucking
like
streaming
that,
dashboard,
and
dude. Like, I
they
can't see
may not-
anything.
They probably don't
Streamlabs
know
off.
really kind of what
How do I do
that
this?
community is like, what they've got to offer and things.
Why can't I see
And
what
for
I'm doing?
whatever small little thing that they do gain from acting that way, they miss out on such a huge thing. And whether it's a community, whether it's a family kind of spirit, whether it's sort of people to talk to, that support, whatever. It's for whatever small little amount that they gain by doing that, they miss out on so many great people. It's not one or two, but kind of list after list in each of your chats, and those people, there's so many in it. I've said it before. Someone's only got to kind of say, I'm struggling today, and there's so many positive people will kind of ask them, what's wrong. Can they help? I'm here if you want to
Miss Chelsea,
talk.
what's up?
There's so much support in there, and and that's so deep as well. And even
Josh, dude, I'm
you
fucking proud, bro. Like, I'm proud to know
some
you,
people
man.
that are very
I'm
quiet
proud to know you, bro.
and that
All
they just kind of watch the content without really saying too much. That they'll jump forward as well, and they'll kind of offer a hand of support. It's amazing to see. So it's a shame that if someone comes in and they're a little bit negative in that way or abusive or anything, they miss out on so much, which I kind of struggle to understand that really. It's and it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate they don't get to benefit from those people in both your communities.
I love it though, man. Like, I love how I like how it's a challenge to make a difference, but once you just start explaining like how easy it can be, that's why we always talk about just being out somewhere and then smiling at somebody and saying something nice, like just how far that can go, right?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So here's a question for you guys, not to digress. Let's see. Hold on a second here. The best part with Chris and Mud is when really feeling because they truly. Hey, can I read this out loud to you guys? This is from the Dragon King on Twitch. Now I haven't read this all the way, but it seems like it has to do a lot. Maybe you guys can get some out of it. It says the best part with Chris and Mud is when they ask you and you say, I'm good, and somehow they sense you're blocking. Then they ask how you really feel because they truly care about you and truly care about you, even if they don't know, even if they don't know you, but care about it. It's such an amazing feeling to know that someone truly cares about helping you through dark times, letting you know that you're not alone, someone who cares about you. And then he said, Mushovel and Chris has changed my life, and I'll always be thankful and never forget what they have done. Man, that's so fucking cool. That's Nate.
Amazing.
I think that's Nate.
Tell him we appreciate the fuck out of him, dude.
Yeah, we appreciate that. And Joe, Drag, I know exactly what you mean, man, because I've had friends that that do the same thing for me. And so it does. I know exactly what you're saying. Having somebody just that don't understand, that you'll be gone for days and on end or would not respond. They just know who you are, and you gotta appreciate that shit. And so it's really nice to have that. And I get a lot of that empathy from my friends. So what I'm projecting onto you comes a lot from my friends. So I'm saying it's just really good to have that, and I get what you're saying. So I understand, man. And hell yeah. I don't know. I don't know how sometimes my friends put up with me, honestly.
Yo, Thomas, what's up, dude?
Yeah, I don't
up,
know, but
Thomas?
that's
Real
what
deal
they do.
check.
So this is really good. And thank you, Matt, both Matts and Chris, for
Is
dealing
this
with
when I'm
me.
supposed to interject? No,
Yes.
no, I'm joking.
It's just like sometimes you're the best communicator, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I'm not. So whatever. I feel Dragon King, it makes a really good point when he says that kind of stuff. So when you guys ask me how I'm doing without any kind of dialogue, I say, wait a minute, this is good. I want to make somebody else feel that way. So I'll ask you guys how you're doing in a message here and there every now and then. See how you guys are doing out of nowhere. So good stuff
It's
like
so-
that is
so
very,
important to ask that question more than once, isn't it? It's to the people that are around us and things, because so many, we know. I do it myself. I could have a bad morning or a bad afternoon or a bad day or a bad week like anybody else sort of can, and the amount of times that you get asked, you okay, and I don't. I very rarely kind of go, well, actually, no, I'm not too great.
Yo, chat,
today.
how many of y'all here?
But,
Right.
How
many of y'all here
if
like
we ask
give
that
the
question,
typical answer when you're asked how you're doing?
are you
right?
really okay?
How many of y'all
are you
here?
really all right? Even
How many of y'all here say that?
It just opens that door and that way into people that may need it a little bit further, doesn't it? Rather, asking someone whether they're okay, it's kind of turned into a way of saying hello to someone. Really, it's not really the question anymore. It's
hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
That's
true.
Know me more?
Tell me more.
Nobody asks me if I'm okay twice.
It's 5, 6, 7 times might be but
yeah, but after a while it gets kind of like if you gotta ask more than 3 times, I feel like all right. So maybe the 4th one's like, well, I'm here if you need me.
And not overplaying it. Right.
That's the important part, though, isn't it? As the
Yo,
person that's being
she ended up warming up
asked
and doing
is
good,
to kind of
Thomas, right?
realize as well that there's
She
a two-way street.
Love it. I'm so grateful for y'all being there for her. You know what I mean?
That is an opportunity
I
to kind of
appreciate
go,
y'all, right?
do you know what? Let's go and have a coffee, or let's go and have a sit down, and can we have a bit of a chat or something like that? So I think it is a lot of like normal about education and kind of learning, what that language kind of means really, and for the person who's asking it to kind of ask it again and to make sure, and the person that's being asked, to kind of recognize that as being an opportunity as well to kind of open up and talk about, even if it's, it might not be someone that you're actually comfortable with sort of normally, but even if it's, kind of creates a conversation that does give you a bit of extra support and a bit of company for a certain amount of time. So it is a two-way street kind of really. We kind of need to recognize what that situation is and what it actually means, I feel.
All right, it makes sense to make, the new hello is, hey, how's it going? Like, are you sure?
Well, I think that's the problem. It's the other way around, really, isn't it? I think saying how are you is the new hello. I think it's been a hello for a while, where perhaps keep hello as hello, and how are you, how are you doing, and kind of making sure that because we care about these people. It's normally friends, family, work colleagues that we get on well with, and things, and we hear that, yeah, I'm fine, thanks. What does that actually kind of mean, and what's behind it, isn't it? Or a follow-on question of like, how's your week been, or how's your day going?
Sorry. Sorry.
It all depends too. I think it all depends too, like on the response. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell, right? You
Yeah,
could tell
yeah.
when people's they're responding different and shit like that. You know what I mean?
You know
Oh,
how
yeah.
like blind people get like more aware of like they can hear better more than a normal human can, right? Because their
Senses
senses
can
adapt.
be, yeah.
So do you know, like I've noticed lately that I haven't been around a lot of humans but I remember what it was like to see their faces and kind of go off their body language if they were really okay or whatever, even if they tried to hide it. In fact, the more they hide it, the better, like, because it came out more. But being here and cooped up for the last year, I've noticed it, and I've developed an ear for people who are okay and not okay.
Okay.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just like you can tell online now, even so.
Mud, you've been out for a day, and this is what's happened to you.
Yo, it's been good to get out.
Superhuman abilities, like
No, I can tell in my friends' voices, and I think
whatever,
that's cool.
Dr. Phil, you know, chill.
Dr. Phil.
But you know, I was just saying, just like listen closely, and you might be able to see.
No, it's true though, isn't it? And I think as well, we all kind of lead busy lifestyles normally, and we're rushing around and things, and there's so many things that we do miss. Even just if we kind of stopped and listened to our environments and things, I think we'd be amazed sometimes of what we kind of miss in our own streets, in our own homes and stuff like that. And you two, to be honest, you two have, I know we was talking about it a little bit earlier, and Mud was explaining the impact that Chris has had on you and stuff. But you two have had, different impacts on me as well. I've kind of changed and become more aware of things that, where I was quite busy and, living my own life and stuff. You both have reminded me about things that I used to do more in the past and perhaps haven't done recently that I've gone back to myself, and it just has a positive impact, sort of talking to different people, shop owners and things like that and stuff that, it's very easy to go into a shop, pick up something that you want, go and pay for it and walk out. And I never used to do that. Every shop I used to go into, my sense of humor as well, I'd always, try and have a bit of a joke with the person serving, or I'd at least sort of say to them, hope you have a good day and things like that. But it's, they're kind of habits really, and we can kind of get out of those good positive habits. And you two have certainly encouraged me to look at my environment differently, and these Friday nights have helped with that as well.
That's good, man.
Y'all do the same for me. You know what I'm saying?
So I'd like to I like to digress a little bit, because so the subject tonight was gaming and how it correlates with the pros and cons of life. So a lot of us, the majority of us, I think, would say gaming completely eliminate. Hold on a second. Oh my God. Anyways. All right. So
Yo, I
what is
appreciate
the
y'all, seriously.
so how does it correlate with life? Okay, so I've known most of us, a lot of the people that I talk to that are depressed or have issues, gaming completely eliminates that. I mean, we're not talking about a little bit or the majority. I've had people tell me verbatim, playing video games or watching streams eliminates my anxiety, my depression, and anything that's going on at the moment, right? Medication, what do? It subdues it a little bit, right? You have to take, there's side effects. What do you see for the future, and maybe depression and anxiety? And is it healthy to just always be in a state of mind of gaming or not? Kind of answer that on your own. It's kind of two-part question. So what do you think the future holds for depression and in gaming? Do you think it has a correlation? Maybe they'll put people in, like gaming therapy, like, and what is your thought on, like, how does that have to do with you?
I mean, believe it or not, I think they already have like support out there. right?
Wow,
For
that's interesting.
there I saw a actual mental health stream, right, for people who are gamers, and they discuss things like getting burnout, right? They discuss burnout. They
Yeah,
discuss a lot of
dude,
other
yeah.
things, man. It was actually really fucking cool. So I do
Okay.
think that there are avenues out there, right? But I also think the
Yeah.
most important thing is being real with yourself. You know, like what is your way of making a difference? What is your way of changing the world? And that's different. That could be different from mine. That could, you know, Matt Andrews could have a different way than Matt Rao. You know, like whatever it may be, right? As long as you're open with yourself and what you're about, you know, because doing things like this is not necessarily for everyone. You know what I mean? But that doesn't make it any less or more important than what we do here, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And
I
I think a
agree.
lot of people are utilizing stuff like this to put themselves in a better place, and I think that's 100% healthy, right? We're no longer in a world where like internet stuff is just fake, right? We're not. This is a reality. This is what we've gone to, is like networking, social networking, interaction with people online, right? Especially with the coronavirus and everything. Like we have completely shifted to that. And what I mean by that is like just somebody that's in my chat is just as much of a friend to me, right? If they were standing right next to me, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all, if I were to meet up with y'all, like it wouldn't be weird to me, right? It wouldn't be weird. It would be the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be like, oh, no, he's just an internet friend or something like that, you know? it would be, I would be like, okay, I'm here next to Matt Rao, you know? What's up, dude? You want to go drink a beer? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it would be.
I guess, yeah, it
you know?
kind of brings you closer to somebody, not even know it.
But I think we're at a twisting point of what kind of things were, you know, before. And I think as long as we keep pushing through, right, and keep doing what we're doing, we're gonna make a difference, dude. And I'm proud of it.
I agree. Well, that's good insight, chat. It really is. So gaming is a safe place.
Absolutely.
Gaming is a very safe place because you pretty much can control whatever you want to do. It just has that center. I feel like if you maybe, and this is just right on the spot, if you are anxious, why don't you hit up a stream real quick before you have that big meeting? Hit up a stream or maybe one of your favorite streams that you ever watched, or play a game you like right before a big test. It really might be able to have a residual effect. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe try it.
Sometimes I do it before I stream, dude. I'll hop on, like, if I know I'm going into GTA, right? And I've been having that bad vibe, you know, or whatever. Like, oh God, here we go, dude. It's gonna be one of those nights where everybody's just shitty RP and shit or whatever. I just hop in Cold War and then fucking get my ass beat in multiplayer. I'm like, oh well, it could be so much worse, right?
No dialogue.
Yeah, it could be so much worse, right? All right, let's go. Motivated.
Okay, I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, just it's good therapy. Like going back and watching, like I'm gonna go back and watch Chris's stream to see what how it makes me feel.
Oh man.
So I might be. I don't know if I'm emotional tonight or what.
Bro,
I
it
might
may.
be in the stream like I love all you motherfuckers. Man.
That's what it's gonna
Like,
be like, man. I'm telling you right now, dude. It was just.
Mm.
I was telling
Okay.
people after that, I'm like, hey, if you're having a bad day, go check out this stream and just listen to the love. Feel the love that's just flowing through everybody, dude. It is a beautiful, beautiful experience, man.
Okay. All right. Maybe I'll wait till Sunday. I can't be crying into my stream, bro. Nah, just kidding.
Hey, Mud, let me ask you a question real quick, dude. Have you ever been in Streamlabs, right? And then fucking the stream preview just disappears and you don't know how to get it back?
The stream preview, are you talking about? So, yes.
in the
and
box where
what
it says,
I do is I
there's-
right click on it
I can't. It won't let me for some reason.
and I write. Oh, really?
Like in that box where the stream preview should be, it says this element requires selective recording to be enabled.
Oh, shit. No,
And-
I've
and,
never
like, I
seen
can't-
that, Chris. I'm sorry.
It's just,
Let me see if I can duplicate what you're talking about here.
I don't even know how to do it, dude. Like, it's being weird. I mean, it's no big
is
deal,
it
right?
OBS,
Yeah, it's Streamlabs. I'm in Streamlabs, not OBS.
Oh, no, I don't know, bro. I'm in OBS.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't get it. I was just curious.
I'm
if
sorry,
maybe you
man,
know
you're having
offhand.
an issue.
It's no worries. I mean, I can still see it on the YouTube side. I just
Okay.
can't really see it.
Okay.
We're good. I just didn't know if you knew
Oh, yeah,
automatic
okay.
like fix.
It doesn't affect you a little bit. Maybe we could talk about it off stream. I can find something to help you fix that. I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
it'll work once I close it out and open it back up, but I'm scared that'll end the stream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, totally. I get it. All right. Well,
Is there do you think that sort of streaming and things does it actually resolve
Miss Crystal?
kind of anxiety for
Crystal?
when when you finish and if you kind of go back out into communities and things like that, or spending time with family? Do you think that kind of streaming actually kind of resolves any anxiety that you have?
oh yeah, I think it does.
Definitely.
For me, man, it helps me. Like it helps me become a better father, my friends, and like I mean, sometimes I'm so busy that I don't. I guess balance is always gonna be an issue no matter where you go. But like going on and gaming and streaming definitely takes me away from not necessarily takes me away, but it does shift my energy into somewhere so that myself can self-center itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 And by the time I come back, I'm tired. I'm done with it. I'm completely content, and I'm going and
Miss
I'm
Crystal,
talking
what's
to my
up?
kids, and it helps balance things out for me, for sure. Yeah, yeah. Especially when I'm things with my community, my friends. It's become a part of my life. Like I can't not have it anymore. I gotta have a stream. I have to have gaming in my life.
So would you say, is there a difference though between kind of gaming, sitting in a room on your own, sort of using that as an escape, to streaming? I know you've obviously got the communities and people in chat that makes a difference, but is there sort of
Matt?
Sorry,
Could you fill in us? Matt, discreet. This is a great question for you because it's been a really long time since I've sat and played a video game on my own without streaming. So I think discreet. I think that I could probably relate to whatever he's gonna say. Can you kind of answer that for us? Like just
I don't know. I
mean,
mean,
at your own like old days.
I mean, I do that a lot. I play a lot of single player games, but I mean, I'm still like Mud. I'm always trying to get you to play. Trying to get you or Chris or whoever. That's still like my preferred way. It's especially now during what's going on. With the with COVID and all that, and not being able to go out and hang out with buddies. It's it's I mean it's the one way that I can kind of guarantee that I'm able to just kind of hang out, let loose, and just get
definitely.
it's my way to just hang out with friends at this point. So it's a big thing for me.
It's
But look at the
interesting, though,
friendships we
because-
developed, dude. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just fucking proud, man. I love it, dude. It's been a fucking badass experience. That's for sure.
What I will say is for the people that are feeling down and don't want to get more down, don't play Call of Duty like like by yourself, and then have comms live, because then that might bring you down a little bit.
That is so frustrating. That game.
It's true
sometimes.
though. It's 100%
To
true.
hear other people that are just you might not want to do that.
I think it's that thing though, isn't it? Because sort of how for years now, sort of ever since consoles and things have been around and games and stuff, you used to hear parents sort of saying, it's not good for you. It's, don't want to be sat there playing that all the time. Get out and speak to other people. You're gonna, aren't you coming to this party because you're gonna spend time on that and stuff. And I think there was and the kind of different ratings of games as well. They've been like films have been blamed for so many things over the years, sort of like acts of violence and stuff like that as well. So I think what I found surprising really was, and this was only at the start of kind of lockdown and the virus and things, when I kind of was introduced to all of yourselves and kind of found different people. I never knew that this kind of even existed. And And it was when I was surprised, to be honest, because there was all these communities talking about kind of anxiety, nerves, depression, and how kind of down that they can be and things like that, and how but then they were talking about how gaming helped, how these communities helped, how streaming helped, how watching streamers helped, and that was a surprise to me, to be honest, because I never knew this kind of existed in the first place. Obviously knew about gaming, and I've played games myself over the years and stuff,
Miss
and
Crystal.
I can
Oh,
see
yeah.
positive and negative
yeah.
sides to perhaps how I used to spend time on them and things. But what become quickly apparent to myself is that people weren't having anxiety and depression caused by gaming, which a lot of parents would probably blame over the years and things.
Yeah.
But they were actually seeing it and using it as a support, and streaming and those communities add so much more to that kind of support and that depth to what people gain from that, and it really was an eye-opener to myself, and it was like walking into a whole new world, really, that you know, and realizing, because I could have easily have fallen into that trap, really. If someone said to me, well, I'm a streamer, and and that means that I'm sat in front of a computer sort of, sometimes 12 hours a day, that sort of thing. To me, it doesn't sound healthy. It doesn't sound good until you kind of look into that further and see what it actually means and involves as well.
I agree, man. I mean, that's a really, really amazing way to look at it. I feel like that's pretty accurate. I remember when when you came in and me and Chris were looking at your photo. I mean, like you were streaming to us on Discord, and we were trying to get you to hook your headphones up, and it was just, those little things like that. But it seems like you've come a long way.
With my general mic.
Yeah.
No, it was my general camera, wasn't it?
It was very, very entertaining. I feel like where, and I want to add to this, where gaming really hits home, if you add a couple things to it, like Discord and hanging out with your friends it really opens up good conversation, because I've had a lot of deep conversation with a couple of friends, including Chris and Matt. So we would talk about things that we would normally not sit face to face talking about, we would, or on the phone. I mean, usually my phone calls typically last about a minute to 2 minutes, if they're not, but online or on Discord, we have every opportunity to game and have sessions, friends talk to things, and we talk things out. We throw ideas at each other, and it's really good to know that if it wasn't for gaming, because that's the first excuse is, hey, you want to go on Discord and hang out and talk, and it really I think sometimes means like, hey, let's get an outlet. I want to bounce some ideas off you. This is how I'm feeling.
I remember
really
the
amazing.
first evening you ever phoned me, actually, when you was live streaming, wasn't you, to talk?
Yeah.
Talk to me about that song that everyone's probably got really bored of by now.
Oh my God, Champions will never get old.
Yeah,
well, we might have to take a break.
No.
But
No, I still keep hearing it everywhere. So, and I still haven't even used it for what I was going to use it for.
We'll do a remix.
I'll never forget. I'll never forget that night that you kind of phoned me out of the blue. You'd threatened it before, but I think it was about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning to kind of talk to you on your live stream. And my 3-year-old was next to me, who was 2 at the time, who woke up, wondered who I was talking to at that time of night, and went, "Is that Granddad?" And I said, "No, it's Mud Shovel." It's like, he just looked at me in this really strange way.
Same thing.
But, yeah. But yeah, no, and yeah, I think we've all come a long way since then, really. So,
yeah, I mean, I've definitely found that as a great outlet, man. It really is. It's something really special. Gaming
is there
in itself has been very, very convenient for a lot of people. So
there's because obviously technical problems and things like that. What does that actually feel like when you've planned a stream and or you expect people to kind of be waiting for you and stuff like that? does that cause? It seems like it causes quite a lot of anxiety, and especially if that problem is kind of ongoing for any length of time.
Like if someone's late or something.
I'm a disaster. Like I'm a wreck. I'm like, what is this? Oh, Chad. God, of course. I'll start blaming everything. I'll repeat myself.
Yo, Cully, what's up, dude? What's up, Cully?
Click things that I don't understand. I'm clicking. It just it really catches me off guard when I'm not ready and I'm prepared and I thought I was. It scares me shit out of me, bro. But I get over it because I've been through it so many fucking times. It's like, all right, well.
It's those small things that are
ask
the
if you get
worst,
used to
bro.
it.
The worst, man. Those
Yeah.
small little
Yeah.
details. Like right now, me not able to see my stream preview, dude. It's just I've been trying to fix it this whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Chris, what's the worst thing that chat can ever tell you?
That your fucking audio is jacked up, right?
What was that? I can't hear you.
Exactly.
Sometimes you'll get those trolls like, "What? I can't hear you."
Oh
Your
my
audio's
God, dude.
really
And
off." I'm like, what? Oh my God.
And I doubt it's the same for everybody, right? Like I don't think everybody flips out the way that I do, right? Over those little details, right? I was talking to Matt the other night. I was texting him, you know, I'm like, hey dude, yo man, I can fucking listen, dude. The little small things get fucked off and it's a fucking shit show, right? But send me to a call of a shooting or stabbing and have somebody shooting a gun at me or something like that. Calm as fuck, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why it is, bro. But those deadly words, all right? Those deadly words of your audio is jacked up. Oh my God, it is devastating, bro. Devastating.
It is, bro.
Devastating.
It
Yo,
really
Chris,
is.
I can't hear you. Oh my God. Oh
I
my
was
God.
watching someone the other night. Just I think I'd fallen asleep while watching sort of someone that I normally kind
Yo,
of
she
watch.
did great, dude. She loved it,
then
Thomas.
raided
Thank y'all so
somebody
much once
else,
again for being there,
and
man.
I just kind of woke up.
Like
to
chat, and
catch
to me,
an
like I'm
important
looking
kind of
over here at
exciting
YouTube
bit that they were talking
on that same
about.
note, y'all.
Then
And I can see that the camera's
they
not
played
level
like a little clip
across the
of
top
something
of the
sort of over their
top
stream.
across the top of the screen, and that
then
drives me
when
insane
they
too,
went
right?
back to talk, they've obviously muted themselves. So, but they carried on talking and waving their arms about in a really kind of excited sort of way, and I really wanted to understand what they were saying. And then chat obviously were filling chat up with loads of things, sort of saying we can't hear you and stuff. And it seemed really interesting what they had to say. And then they come back on and went, oh, I'm sorry about that. I was muted, and carried on talking about something else. And I was like, hang on a minute. I want to know what you said. Because it's,
Well, that's that whole
minute.
That's that whole throwing you for a loop thing, Matt. You know, like you'll be going, like I did it just the other day. As a matter of fact, I was talking, dude, and I had some really cool shit that I was saying. And then by the time I realized I was muted, I'm like, oh my fucking God, I'm a dumbass. Right. And now that consumed every fucking thing about me. Right. You know, that consumed everything. I was like, I don't know where I was at, what I was saying, but I just fucked up. You know, like it's so funny.
Well, it's the same for Mud, isn't it? Ask him, Mud, what he's just said for like the last 2 minutes. I don't know whether you'd have a clue.
Well, I stepped away to take a bite of a piece of steak that I'm grilling.
Yummy.
Sorry. I thought it would be quick, but I heard what you were saying, Chris. I heard everything.
Bro, that shit is just wild. And though, Mud, how that one little thing, dude, can just throw you for a loop and you forget everything.
Bro.
You know?
It's scary because there is a business side to streaming, and there is a when we get your guys' attention, our bread and our butter and our heart and our backbones is the beginning of every stream. Okay. So when at the beginning of every stream, if you start hearing audio issues, you don't know what's going on. If you're talking to your mic, shit does not feel right. You start asking chat. And then there's a delay, and then the delay just popped, and it just everything's just
It's all downhill from there.
You guys, you know what? I'm gonna restart the stream, and it's just not.
So, Coley, what we're talking about, dude, is like kind of gaming and
people are just like,
you know, anxiety, stress that comes with it, but it also ties into y'all, right?
It's such a
Let me ask y'all a question, right? We're talking about these small things, right?
The more you go through
We're talking about these small things that we experience as streamers that really turn our world upside down. What kind of experiences do y'all have? What are things that happen in your life as not a streamer, right? That happen that affect y'all like a lot. You know what I mean?
It's always a stepping stone. It's kind of funny though, because if you don't go through those issues, then I feel sorry for you, because in the beginning of your streaming career, that should be something that is level 1. 2,
a
and
learning curve, isn't it?
Troubleshooting, dude.
level 1, 2, and 3 are all audio issue based.
Yeah.
And then that's why they call it the level up program.
One of the first evenings we done of this, and Chris will probably remember it, but I forgot. It was one of the first times we'd used Discord and things, really, and I forgot that I hadn't muted. And all of a sudden, I thought, "What's all that rustling noise coming from Chris's stream?" And it was me sat here with a packet of crisps, munching on these crisps where I hadn't muted the
Eating a little
mic,
yum
so-
yum.
Yeah, and all you could hear was all this rustling and crunching and stuff. But yeah,
Like Will,
live and
where's
learn.
Will? Where's
Oh
Will,
my
Chris?
god, bro! I
Sucking
fucking
on
love
lollies
this
and
shit. Yo, I am so proud of Will, bro. Like he shared a story with me one day, right? And the things that he has accomplished and overcame in his life, it is just fucking, it's amazing, right?
Mm.
But
I
put that
haven't played with him
guy
forever.
in Call of Duty and let him
Oh
fucking
my
eat some
God.
goddamn fucking chips or something, and holy shit, bro! Like all you hear is
The one night he was sucking on a like a lolly.
Yeah, oh my-
You call it a lolly over there.
yeah. It sounded like
the whole
constant
time, like,
slurps.
what the hell is going on over there? But
Okay, whatever.
Yo,
Yo,
Jared,
I
what's
got
up,
a
dude?
comment from
What's up, Jared?
a viewer that says my daughter is autistic and says gaming has helped her. And I asked
Mm.
how, and he said my daughter can talk to people she is playing with. There's no
Yeah.
awkward eye contact, and she's learning how to have conversations without having to.
Yeah, that's so good, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's really good, and I've heard quite a few stories and things like that, and sort of I've worked when I was working with people with addictions and things in the past. I know that did kind of play games. with
Yeah, speaking of
friends and
autism,
things that they hadn't
speaking of
seen
autism, in this
for a long
Sunday,
time, or even strangers and stuff, and because of their addictions and the problems that they had, not venturing out the house, that was their way of socializing, and that is so important for a lot of people, especially people with any kind of disabilities and things. I've got friends that are in wheelchairs and things like that, and I know it's strange really, because I never knew that they even played games or streamed themselves, but again, from talking to yourselves, I kind of mentioned to them in conversation that we'd done these Friday nights, and I
Chad, I
was
thought-
talking to yourselves.
So I thought this Sunday was a
I'd
was some
mentioned
sort
things
of
like Discord and stuff, and so
mental awareness
anytime
day
you're
or
free,
something,
just kind of
right?
come along. I'll help you. A bit judgmental, really, because I'd say I'll help you through Discord, because I've picked up a little bit now to kind of encourage them to get on, and they'd go, "Oh, I've used that for ages. I play games, I stream and things," and just out of those conversations, I've realised that so many people I know with disabilities, it's a great way for them to socialise and keep in contact with others. It's so important.
I mean, look at Facebook gaming. Is like, did you see that? You guys ever notice the guys that
okay.
are like bedridden, that are fucking like getting 30 kills in Call of Duty with these
Yeah.
like new inventions?
Yo, that's
of how
so
everyone-
badass,
you gotta
bro.
Really, it really brings them to life. Yeah, and whatever way they can game, it really gives them, because life is all about, if you don't use your mind, if you don't want to live, then shit, you're gonna die faster. So these guys that are like paralyzed from the neck down are playing Call of Duty, whatever you might have it, and there's technology out there, and it's all through gaming. You got these guys that are like stuck in their chairs, and people that can't look a certain. It's just so amazing how it's just gaming.
Like
can
my videos? Which
influence
videos, bro?
everything.
Which
I
videos?
saw a dude the other day. He was playing with his
Which
feet,
videos?
with his toes. dude.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Imagine,
And-
like
yeah,
I can
I
barely
saw
even
a
work
guy
my
went-
fingers. I can barely work my fingers.
Yeah,
they're meant for that.
exactly.
This guy has
Yeah.
like keyboards and stuff down there. He's doing it with his feet. I was like, no way.
It's
Oh,
brilliant. It's
Man, I was
brilliant.
like, wow. And he's better than I am at anything I've ever done.
It's
I
so
saw a guy
crazy,
win a
bro.
Battle Royale for Apex with his feet, bro. I was
Yeah.
like, and he used the controller. He didn't use any breathing tubes or anything. It was
Right.
all controller. I was like,
his
this
feet?
dude. Yeah,
I think it's called
I can't play
adaptive
with
gaming,
the
yo.
controller, man.
it
with
was
your feet.
insane, bro. He was
Adaptive
like,
gaming, I think is what it's
Really
called.
long-
wanted to
long
play
toes?
video games.
Long
He
toes,
had to
check.
have. Right?
Adaptive sports is a thing. Hell yeah,
Who
bro.
did you think it was, Chris? Sorry.
Adaptive gaming, I think is what it's called. And then
Adaptive gaming, yeah.
they actually have like a thing about it, like adaptive PT, like physical therapy and adaptive fucking sports and shit.
Yeah.
So like it's its
That's
own
not
whole
cool.
category. It's badass.
It'd be amazing.
Link.
I'd love to see that just being able to being accessed by so many more people though, because I've seen a few people kind of trying to raise money for different bits of equipment and stuff like that. But that's obviously so important. It'd be great just to see that just being given to people that can make use of it in that way, isn't it? So they can connect with people more and improve that quality of life. Really, it's you know, if I was able to, I'd just make sure everybody that needed it kind of had what they needed to do that and play those games.
I love it. I think it's a brilliant idea, man, and especially like I mean, I'm sure, like, think about it. You know, I'll give you the example of my father, right? He lost his leg, and that took away part of his what he felt like was his manhood. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine being like a paraplegic or something like that, you know, and then not having that fucking, not having anything to do, right? And that's the best part about this whole adaptive gaming stuff, right? You're whoever came up with this is just changing fucking people's lives, man, because now you have that that value, that drive, that motivation, that incentive, you know, to keep on keeping on, right?
Yeah, because I mean, Liz, when you lose control of your life, especially like bodily functions and shit like that, like to be able to have full control of something else is just as powerful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know it's a bit of a tangent here, but it's just brought back so many memories of
I've seen that shit
one of
too,
the
Coley.
first, it
I've
was
seen that
a
shit too,
summer
man. It's
job I had
fucking
at
badass,
school,
dude.
and I
Badass.
was working for he was a carpenter, and he made a lot of things out of wood, sort of small ornaments and things like that. But he'd make sort of big garden sheds and fences and gates and all sorts. But he was sort of a wheelchair user, and he used to get so frustrated because of his, you know, kind of mobility, lack of mobility, and sort of communication as well. He had issues around communicating and things, and he was such a hard kind of person to work for in many ways because of his frustration would kind of spill over. And I'd actually have like nails fired at me out of frustration because he would kind of get something wrong with what he was doing and just kind of use me as target practice as a small kid. And I'd have accidents and things like that. He'd kind of ask me to climb to the tops of wood piles and things to collect stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've seen,
needed to
Jared. It's
build
fucking
whatever
badass, dude.
he was making.
That's badass, you know what I'm saying?
I'd kind of have accidents, and he just wouldn't be able to help me.
I don't know if we're
because
talking about the
obviously
same
his
exact person in
situation,
particular,
but,
Coley, but I've seen a few of them,
I'm-
dude.
I'm
I've seen a
really
few
glad
streamers
of
that do
those
that shit, man. It's
experiences when
fucking
I look
awesome,
back,
bro.
'cause I learned so much from
And I think
working
that's
with
such
him,
a
and
fucking
that's
necessity, bro.
why,
Necessity, man.
certainly if there was a way of, you know, using
There-
gaming
with
and
a Wii?
streaming to kind
Really?
of help support
Really,
sort of
Jared? Who
people
would have
in
known?
those positions even more, where, you know, there was some way of them gaining the equipment easier as well. I think that'd be a huge thing for so many people.
I mean, Jarrett. So Jarrett, you know, he obviously does physical therapy, right? He was saying
okay.
he was saying that some of the physical therapy he does for dementia and Parkinson's is with Wii, right? Adaptive physical therapy
okay.
with the Wii.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure how
Yeah,
it
I
helps,
forgot-
but that's kind
I
of a cool
forgot he'd
concept.
done that. Yeah, I think Jarrett was he going to come back on sometime again? Wasn't he, to speak about that a little bit more? I think.
I think so at some point.
Yeah, no, it'd be good. I forgot he mentioned that. It was sounded really interesting, but yeah, no,
That might be a good
it's,
topic for next week, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if he's free and available, yeah,
We'll
definitely.
just yell at him.
Yeah, we'll tie him down.
Xbox has a
yeah.
website for adaptive controllers as well.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I think of those things and I'm like, maybe I'd be better at that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, maybe I can blow into some of those things, and maybe I can be better at some game.
That's what she said.
I suck at fucking control. Hey. Any questions or any like buddy in chat in the waiting rooms or anything like that, guys?
We ain't got nobody in the waiting room, but I think it kind of applies too to like we can transition the same exact thing to all the chats, right? Like, what is it about y'all's life that y'all encounter every day, right? That causes that anxiousness, that anxiety, that nerve wracking stuff, you know? Like, just because we're talking about streams doesn't mean it doesn't apply to job interviews or anything else, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Public speaking and shit.
Public speaking, yeah. There you go. Anything and everything. You know?
What a
It can be
disaster.
nervous for anybody, can it? Even the guys that do well in it. Public
I
speaking.
think that's kind of a big thing, isn't it? Well, it seems from people in the UK. I think sort of for those in America, when you're coming through schooling and things like that, do they kind of spend a lot of time on public speaking?
Who?
Here in
Sort
the
of-
States?
Yeah, in
Wonder
the
Woman.
States, do you
Well,
kind of
we had classes. We would usually have like I think most people probably had to experience that, right? Where you had like a speech class, or I think they call it like speech or something.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's
speech,
a
I
high
remember
school
Like
that.
where
class.
you'd have to give like
Yeah.
presentations, like that was the whole class. So you do that for like the whole, like that whatever semester or whatever,
right?
and
Okay.
you'd have like 2 or 3 like big speeches you'd have to give, whether
Mm.
it was like demonstrating something that you enjoy or what, you know, whatever. Yeah, I mean, and that was always like a big thing. Like I
Yeah.
hated that.
Whatever
I
the topic
hated
may
Did
be.
you?
And I mean, even sitting in here with you, I mean, even sitting in here knowing that there's people watching Chris and Mud, you know, I mean, that might be why I'm so quiet. These guys know I'm not generally quiet, and I'll usually have something to say, but I'm kind of letting you guys do your thing too.
That's crazy,
Like,
right? I never knew it was so
but,
in depth like that, Jarrett. I never knew it was so in
yeah,
depth.
but I used to play, you know, like Mud knows this. I used to play music, which is it always kind of blew my mind because like those speech classes or public speaking always was like a big hindrance for me, and I just yeah, I mean, I would just be sweating, you know, up there, stumbling my words and shit. And
Yeah.
but then I played in some bands and stuff right out of high school, and be playing in front of like a couple times. Usually it wasn't thousands of people, but like, you know, a couple 100, 300 people. But a
That's a
couple
lot of
times
people,
like
bro.
playing like 4,000 or 5,000 people in a couple different venues, and like I could do that no problem, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was kind of a weird little thing, but
It's a lot of time it's to do with kind of what you're really interested in. You know, it's amazing really if you know, I haven't really got you know, kind of plans or any ambitions of jumping out of a plane and stuff on the parachute, but if you're interested in that, you'll kind of get over those kind of
Oh, yeah.
worries and fears,
Sure.
you know, easier because that's what you're interested in, isn't it? And it's a lot to do with your skill level as well, because if you kind of overlearn a skill and you know it's a skill that you know you're obviously really comfortable with and things, it will then make that environment a lot easier as well. I used to play drums in a band, and a little bit similar really as well. Sort of at the time asked me to stand up in front of a great big crowd. I would do it, and I could
Right.
do it, but I would not be as comfortable as hiding behind a drum kit and playing in front of loads of people that way. So,
I think
Yeah.
I think at least part of that for me was the fact that I was up there with my bandmates, my like best friends in the world at that point, you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
having that camaraderie and like they have my back, I have theirs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, you know, it might be part of why I'm even able to talk in here with you guys, you know, like because I know you guys are here and you're gonna pick
Yeah.
up where I left off, and if I fuck up, whatever, you guys are gonna pick up, right?
Absolutely.
But
Got your back, bro.
that was
Nobody say nothing.
that was a
Nobody
big
say
thing.
anything.
Like, I just stopped talking. You guys are like,
No,
"You're
that's
gonna-
It's all
good.
quiet, right? It's all
you guys
quiet.
gonna start?"
Nobody say nothing while man talks. No, it's good.
Right, and then yeah.
It's just
we
it's just
got you.
when all the names go grey and you're just kind of looking at each name thinking who's going to say something.
You guys are all muted when I stop talking. I'm like, oh shit.
So, who's going there? All right. I feel like those moments are coming up right about 3, 2, 1. All
right, everybody, come on.
right, chat. All right. Well, and even chat's laughing about it. That's funny. They know exactly what it's like. It's like dead air. So, like, the next thing that's worse to audio issues is dead air. It's just like, listen, everybody just stop talking for 2 seconds and just look how awkward it is. Like,
I think we blow that up
See?
more than what it actually is, right?
what? The dead silence?
Especially like with chat not talking. Okay. So that's
Mm.
probably one thing that that's made me the nervous dude is when chat's not talking. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, okay, they're bored, they don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? But in all reality, sometimes people just want to chill, right? Sometimes people just put their phone on and then walk away from it,
What
and they're
did I
doing
do
shit.
wrong?
You know, and I'm like, they're not talking, they don't like me anymore. You know, like
See, I'm a little bit of a
No,
spy, really. I'm a little bit of an insider, so I could sort that out for one evening. I'll just try and make that happen.
It does get so nerve wracking. Like you'll have like 9 people in there, and you're like, and then you start saying shit like, "What's up, chat? Let's go."
all right, where we at? All right, where we at? That's what I'm like every time I where we at? Where we at? All right.
That nervous. Let's go, baby. Here we go, baby. Let's
Go
go.
straight
Chat
up,
coming in with a
dude.
like, and then you'll read the same like 16.
I accidentally do that anyways. I don't know why.
I do that shit. No, I do. I'm like, yo, punk with a follow. And you say it like 34 times. You're like, oh shit. Anyways, those are the little things in life that we won't tell you guys unless you're here tuned in because we don't want you guys to know that shit.
When chat is not moving, dude, like it's always
Right.
been. You know,
It is scary. It
what's
is.
funny though, what initially drew me down to doing the 2-hour streams, which worked out really well in the long run, was because of that. I noticed at that 2-hour mark, like it just slows down, it falls off. You know what I'm saying? And I don't
Yeah,
think it's
you're so
because
right,
they're
Chris.
less engaged or like less interested, even though I thought that was the case, right? Sometimes
like a
people just run out of shit to say and they just want to watch and chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, but to me, I'm like, oh fuck, they're not saying shit, dude. Like, okay, they don't want to be here anymore. You know, like I was so nervous of it. Like when I started streaming, bro.
It's
Let's
like a
go.
relationship.
It is like a relationship. Like the
2-hour
first
mark?
2 hours are
Yeah.
like the honeymoon stage.
Yeah.
Kind of after that, you're like, I don't know.
You're trying to have a meal with someone and there's just no conversation at all across the
That's
table.
why you break up with chat and then come back after 2 hours. Like, listen, chat, it was good. You know, it's not you, it's me. And then you leave and then you come back.
It is
Oh,
funny
shit.
though, man. It is funny. Like that was probably one of my biggest things. You know, coming into like starting the stream was like, if they're not talking, they don't like me. You know what I mean?
Chris,
Like
I can see the look in
I was
your
nervous,
eyes.
dude. I was
Yeah,
nervous,
Karen.
bro.
I knew Chris more than anybody, and I could tell. Like, and I was like, "Please don't make like, do I do that?" Because I remember when I had a camera, bro, and you guys weren't talking. I was a fucking mess, bro. I was like, "So we're gonna do this. Remember next week?" And I don't know what I was gonna come out of my mouth. I was making shit up. Next week we're gonna do a pig stream. Like I didn't know to get somebody to say something, and then
Mhm.
somebody would just all of a sudden be like, what game is this? And I'm like, okay, we can work with that. we can work with what game is this?
But
See, I
there
was
is
thinking about
times.
doing-
I mean, there is times when they just keep rocking and rolling. Like naturally, if a chat's just fucking going and going and going, like I would definitely just be fucking keep going because it gets us motivated just as much, right? So chat, when we come, when we start that stream up, man, and we're fired up, I'm yelling, I'm screaming, we're all fucking having a fucking badass time. Like I love that. I love the motivation behind it. I love doing it, and I love that it helps motivate other people and shit. And then when y'all get
Yes.
fucking going back and forth, dude, like it's just on fire, bro. You're like, holy shit, yo, we are here. This world is ours, right here, right now. Chat, let's fucking live it. You know what I mean? It's just it's fun. It's fun, right?
Yeah, maybe we should have like a show where we just tell chat what we like, maybe what as streamers like we're thinking as we're going through our minds. Like I feel like Chris, maybe a cool episode, a series we could start. Maybe you can do it. And I can do like as any streamer, you can be like, hey, moments we're going through. Like you know, you go back and watch your stream, which I don't really do a lot. Maybe I should, but I'll go back and be like, oh my God, maybe I should tell chat what I was thinking right about now. You know what I mean? Those would be some really good ways to connect with your chat.
Absolutely.
I think the other way around though
That's
as well,
Margaret.
because
Yo, Miss Sam, I appreciate that.
sometimes I know
I
myself
appreciate
as
that,
well. You
man.
can make a comment and then the person who's streaming can take it completely the wrong way, and you sat there thinking,
Right.
no, I didn't mean that, and they'll kind of read it out and they'll read it as though it's caused, kind of a bit of a problem. And you're trying to type something else back in quick to kind of explain yourself, which then only just complicates it even more because they've read other things in between and all sorts
They
of
don't
just
see it.
And so I've called chat out for that before. I'm like,
Mhm.
listen, I don't know if you meant this, but I'm pretty sure it meant this. And I'm like, I know you're probably correcting it right now, so I will understand. Like, and people are like, oh my god, get out of my head. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
It's so fun.
Either that or
Chat's
you
funny.
know, they say something, you're like,
Even,
no, fuck
even
that.
if you know your friends, even if you know the person in real life, like I could say something on somebody's stream.
No,
and
no
they'll
thanks.
still be like, "What?"
I'm all right,
Or
bro.
like, oh God, you can't even get that? Like, oh my God. There's 100 miles an hour. Remember that, chat. 100 miles an hour we're going.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
that is like I see a lot of times. So like Mud will ask a question or Chris, like Mud more often to be honest. But like where he'll say something and then you'll refer to it, you know, and then he'll see it like a minute later and he has no clue what the hell you're talking about. Like he's moved past that and he completely has no clue what you know. You're like, wait, what are you talking about? And I'm just like, never mind. You know, I was
those are
like, I'm
the-
not gonna
yeah,
explain
you're
all
right,
that.
yeah.
But no, but I mean, I understand, I get it. I'm like, whatever. He's past that by now. Because you know,
you gotta
have, like,
hurry. You gotta
delay
hurry
and
up
shit.
and reply instantly. No,
trust me, I had before, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Like,
yeah.
because you'll be in the moment in the game, like where you might not even see it for 30 seconds or a minute, because you're like,
Yes.
you're in a deep spot. And then when you do see it, you just completely even forget, you know. And it's kind of an interesting little thing.
Yeah, it is. And
Little
excuse me,
hitch, you know?
it's true. It's
Facebook
true.
is
I feel
going to
like
be.
if we were
Facebook is working on implementing a low latency, the three different type of
Nice,
settings,
okay.
and supposedly that's
love
supposed to be
that.
rolling out pretty soon. Which would be fucking
All right.
badass.
It will be badass. That's fucking awesome.
A lot lower latency,
I
chat.
mean, like
a lot
to
lower
have that
latency.
delay and
Right,
not
so the
have
delay
to
will be
wait is a
minimized
big
by a
difference,
bunch.
right?
That's something that I
Instantly
saw
communicating
coming
with
out.
people
Right,
is the
Be good shit.
best. I mean, they started all that stuff because stream sniping. I don't think that's that big a deal anymore. It used to be, but whatever. I think there should be an option.
For you and Chris, I don't think you guys aren't doing things that even involve that, you know, really.
There should be an
Right.
option, but whatever.
I'm way too
I think some
shitty
of
at the
those
games
big-
to be stream
Some
sniped,
of
bro.
those big streamers, I think they
Way
get
too
that,
shitty
but-
at the game to be stream sniped. You
Right.
know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, like if you're gonna stream snipe me, hey, welcome to the fucking
Like,
show.
you know, I don't need stream snipers. I get
Who's-
sniped, so it doesn't even matter.
You can kill me either way, right? So why
Right.
even go to the
Like,
trouble?
I'm
of it?
dying
Yeah.
regardless.
Right. I mean, like, go ahead and stream snipe. That's fine. I'll take it just as well as somebody camping or something. Camp sniping.
Camping in the back. shit.
Stream camping. Anyways, all right.
Here's a tip for chat though: if you are stream sniping Chris, just go to Boneyard. He's
There you
gonna
go.
be there.
I'll be there.
Just go to Boneyard.
What is? I don't think I've ever been there. What's the name of that place?
Wait,
again?
oh Boneyard.
I'd rather Boner.
I just thought of it. It just came to
Boner, yeah.
Is that part of the new map? Is that part of the new
Is
map?
Boner still a thing? I don't even know if is that. I haven't played it in so long. Is it?
That's what I
just got back into it.
on my own.
Okay.
So.
All right. Damn, it's been a long time since I played Call of Duty. All right.
You played last night, bro.
I played last night, yeah, but before that, it was a long time.
Was that zombies you were playing?
It was like zombies and multiplayer. It was the weirdest thing I've ever played.
I just saw you guys going up and down slides. I didn't have
Listen,
a-
man, there was like a big ass map with like zombies randomly placed. It's like it was like you had your whole. There was a lot of space. You could move around. I didn't understand.
Yeah, I
It
like
was-
that newer map for those zombies. It actually makes it a little more intriguing.
You talking about the map with it was like almost like battle royale for zombies. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that one.
It was weird because I wasn't being attacked all the time. I didn't understand. So, but yeah, man. Anyways, so what are you guys thinking? Do we have anything else we want to talk about? Is there anybody that's waiting to talk? Any questions from chat?
All good over here.
Me too. Over here.
Got a boneyard check.
I think maybe
Yo,
we
Justin,
can,
that's exactly.
maybe
Boneyard
conclude
check.
this episode. What do you guys think?
Yep, I'm good. I think it was a pretty
Alright.
damn good conversation, man.
Me too.
Yeah,
I
it was
do.
interesting, really, wasn't it? It was. I know we've touched on a few little things connected, sort of over the weeks and bits, but it was quite good and a different way of looking at it, really.
I like
Alright.
it too because what we discussed, right? It can apply to any situation, not just the anxiety and over streaming, but it can apply to all sorts of different things. So I'm happy,
that's
and I
cool.
appreciate the hell out of you guys. I love y'all.
Yep, same here, man.
Yeah, same with you.
All right. Well, next week.
Matt, thanks for coming on the show, bro. Matt.
Yeah, sorry I didn't have too much to say, but when I did,
Oh, yeah, perfect timing.
Whatever.
Perfect. I think you had a lot to
Wait,
say.
wait,
Good
what was
stuff
it?
to say.
Too many mats make a carpet. You know what it was?
Right.
I
Dude, I
can't
do want
believe
to.
it.
I do
It's
want to
so
say,
funny.
Matt, though, like, man, like everything you say is like fucking spot on. Like,
Hell yeah.
I love like what you're like well spoken and everything is just like you almost like carry the show, right? You know, it's kind of great. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that because
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't know. You have a lot of good.
He's a really good
Well,
back-
you guys
Well,
quit playing. You guys are playing with each other's
It's fucking
packages.
good.
There you
Uh,
go.
thank-
Right.
Yeah, no, it's I really enjoy kind of what is going on here, and still excited as well because I think we kind of grow a little bit each week and we learn a little bit more. I certainly do, and things, and
Yeah.
I'm still excited on what this is going to lead to, really, because I think we are. I think kind of tweak things as we go along and stuff, and yeah, it'd be. We have
touched my package check?
It's been nice really nice to have
Oh my
yourself on this evening because we haven't really spoken to kind of anyone else over the last couple of weeks, sort of as much.
Right.
And it's been really good to have you on it, and you can't beat sort of another Matt in a way. So
Right.
you can beat a Matt. That's how many people clean them. So
Right.
Matt Andrews.
Dusty.
Stream.
Dusty as fuck.
Matt streams. Matt Andrews, the guy that you're talking to, he streams under the name Stone Mountain.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
They kept saying he's got stoned.
The Stone Mountain 64.
Check him out. You
Stone Mountain
might... Holy shit! 10,000. Oh my god. That was...
Mhm.
Anyways, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna call it a night. Enjoy your weekend. Have plenty of great gameplay, plenty of good streams, and I'll be here if you need me. If you need me.
Same for me, y'all.
we always
I
need you.
I need you.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, love you guys.
Said something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never tried that. Hold on, let me.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
I'll do like the one in Chris's stream when somebody likes it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
All right, y'all. I love you guys, man. Peace out and have a good weekend.
Love you,
y'all.
bros.
Yeah, have a good weekend and a good week too.
All right, bye, y'all.
I know.
Thank you for
Peace.
see you.
Peace. All right, chat. Well, you know what time it is. Yo, chat, what time is it? What time is it, chat? What time is it? What time is it? We know what time it is, right? Stone Mountain 64 check. Yo, we know what time it is, right? We know what time it is, right? Time to make your bed, chat. Make your bed. Make your bed. Aye, aye, sir. All right, chat, listen. All right. Listen, I'm not gonna stream again tonight. All right. I'm gonna go meet up with Matt and Miss Chelsea and say hi to them. All right, we'll take some pictures, y'all, and we'll post them. All right, we'll take some pictures and post them. Okay, y'all. All right, I love y'all, man. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. And don't forget, chat. Don't forget, make your bed. All right, make your motivated bed. All right. Hold on, let me turn this off. Damn, I think this will work. Hold on, I gotta watch it on the actual stream because I can't see my stream preview for some reason. All right. All right, chat. Listen, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. All right. Peace out, motivators. And y'all have a badass, motivated, dedicated night. All right. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
If you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task, and another, and another. And by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that is made, that you made. And a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better. To pass SEAL training, there are a series of long swims that must be completed. One is the night swim. Before the swim, the instructors joyfully brief the students on all the species of sharks that inhabit the waters off San Clemente. They assure you, however, that no student has ever been eaten by a shark, at least not that they can remember. But you are also taught that if a shark begins to circle your position, stand your ground. Do not swim away. Do not act afraid. And if the shark, hungry for a midnight snack, darts towards you, then summons up all your strength and punch him in the snout, and he will turn and swim away. There are a lot of sharks in the world. If you hope to complete the swim, you will have to deal with them. So if you want to change the world, don't back down from the sharks. Over a few weeks of difficult training, my SEAL class, which started with 150 men, was down to just 42. There were now 6 boat crews of 7 men each. I was in the boat with the tall guys, but the best boat crew we had was made up of the little guys, the Munchkin crew, we called them.